My friends, anybody out there remember Law and Order? I don't mean the TV show. I mean the actual institution of Law and Order here in the United States of America. Well, I remember it. My name is Howard Riell. Show's called Riell Truth, 877-254-7524. Here's another guy who remembers it from MSNBC.com. Former Arizona County Sheriff Joe Arpaio said he thinks recipients of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, or DACA program, should be deported. Deport them, Arpaio told NPR's Morning Edition in an interview airing this morning. When we come across these kids, or some are older than just kids, Arpaio said, then deport them. You deport them back to the country they came from, unquote. Arpaio said DACA recipients have education in the U.S. and, quote, can be good ambassadors from the United States to their country. Arpaio earlier this week announced he will run for the Senate in Arizona. My friends, I've always liked and respected Sheriff Arpaio. He says, obey the law. Always. Good Lord, does America need more of that in this day and age? I hope he gets elected to Senate in Arizona. Why? Here's why. From the Daily Sheeple. In a shocking admission of a fact that many on the right have openly worried about for years, the liberal Center for American Progress Action Fund had admitted that illegal immigrants brought here at a young age are, quote, a critical component for future Democratic Party electoral success. You read that right. The Democratic Party is now admitting that their support for so-called dreamers is in large part because of their belief that the vast majority would vote almost exclusively liberal. Interestingly, the memo was actually co-authored by former Clinton Communications Director Jennifer Palmieri, who herself has claimed on numerous occasions that illegal immigrants never vote and that the DNC support for them has nothing to do with elections, unquote. My friends, once again, proof positive. Democrats lie. Liberals lie. Their love of illegal immigrants, it comes from their desire for power. Power. The more illegals who come in, the Democrats figure, the more votes they'll get, the more seats they'll get, the more power they will get. You know what? They may well be right, which is why we need to slam the door shut immediately on illegal immigration. And by the way, just between you and me, I'm not so sure we need all of the legal immigration that we've got going on in the last 10, 20 years. It's not my impression that America has too few people. It is my impression that there are a lot of Americans who want jobs and don't yet have them. So let's put a curb on who's coming into this country. The illegals, stop them. If they're here already, through no fault of their own, granted, they have to go. Let them come back legally. It's Thursday. It's Riell Truth. And we'll be back.
Are you driving a vehicle with hail damage from summer storms? Tired of waiting months to get your vehicle repaired? Dent Vision specializes in paintless dent and hail repair. And unlike traditional body shops, Dent Vision gets your vehicle back to you in days, not weeks. Insurance approved, top quality repairs with lifetime warranty. Call today for your immediate appointment. 970-541-0679. That's 970-541-0679, or look us up at dentvisionpo.com.
Great Plains Power has been providing reliable electrical power systems in the Rocky Mountain area since 1992. Our systems rely on the sun to help make you self-reliant for your power needs. Solar energy can be scaled to fit any situation, from complete power independence to backup power for the short term. Our expertise focuses on standalone power, but we have extensive experience with utility interactive systems as well. Custom-tailored capabilities as modest as emergency lighting all the way to commercial scale power. Great Plains Power is a full-service company. We service well. We provide and design turnkey packages, custom-designed system, and parts for do-it-yourself. With more than 20 years of specialized experience at your disposal, let us know what your power concerns or goals are. Reach us by phone or the internet. Call 303-239-9963. That's 303-239-9963. Or go to greatplainsolar.com.
All right, guys, welcome back to Riell Truth. Howard Riell behind the microphone. You know, here in America, I'm allowed to say things like, we don't need any more immigrants. You say that in Britain, you can find yourself on the wrong side of the law because they don't have the same conception of free speech that we have. Here's my buddy Pat Condell telling us about Britain's hate speech police.
Well, here in Britain, the police have had their funding cut repeatedly by government they no longer have the ability to fully investigate certain crimes like murder and terrorism, as they need to focus their limited resources it's become quite a thing for UK police to issue Orwellian warnings to media that will be arrested if they engage in hate speech. It's the first thing we hear from them
My friends, that has got to change. I'm afraid it's getting worse in the West as we grow more, not less, politically correct, like this item from Breitbart. The Swedish city of Helsingborg has seen a steep rise in shootings, with fatalities in 3 of the 20 cases recorded in 2017. Why do you think the Swedish city of Helsingborg is seeing a steep rise in shootings? Take a guess. Is it that Swedish people have suddenly gotten more militant and more violent? Or is it that there's a steady inflow of human trash coming into their country? You know the answer. So do I. Let's take a break and we'll come back, my friends. Riell Truth will continue.
And of his fullness we have all received, and grace for grace. For the law was given through Moses, but grace and truth came through Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ. No one has seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, who is in the bosom of the Father, he has declared him. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 16.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution.
You look at the blocker plan and it reminds us that the drug problem is well done. We know our kids will be approached at early age. We want to applaud the youngsters in our community who have had the strength to say no to drugs. They provide examples to the peers and families to be the best they can be. That's from the blocker plan located at 366 Peter November, serving our area since 1943, specializing in natural life age B and 4 and complete custom process. Call 303-688-2240. Piccolo's restaurant in Denver reminds that over 750,000 children were reported missing last year. Over 58,000 of these were affected by non-family members. Keep an eye out for youngsters that play, and if you become suspicious, contact the authorities immediately. It's from Piccolo's restaurant in Denver. It's not only the best Italian in the country, it's the people who care. Give them a call at 303-757-5166. 303-757-5166.
And speaking of immigrants, as we were, and as we will, Donald Trump very famously had a meeting yesterday, I believe. Yesterday? No, it was the day. No, it was yesterday. An open cabinet meeting. Cameras were there to record everything they talked about. DACA. Some controversial things were said. Here's Rush Limbaugh weighing in.
Yeah, what we must start yesterday was trying to figure out cameras allowed in the room for at least 45 minutes, maybe a full hour, of what turned out to be a meeting on immigration, chaired by Donald Trump, President of the United States. It was a full cabinet. It was full cabinet. And it was Republicans who left the House, Democrats who left the House, they did not ask them to leave. And for a while, you could see how the signal looked right through them before it up. But the man was married. I don't care who the president is or has been, the media is never innocent. They're always asked to prove that they're irrelevant and correct. And so in the media's
All right, folks, let me jump in here. Trump does things like having the media stay during important meetings. That's called transparency. It's called open government. It's called honest, nothing to hide government. It's called government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Amazingly refreshing. When the hell did this ever happen under the Obama administration or the Bush administrations or the Clinton administrations? Didn't happen. Because this is a president who really, truly represents and works for the people. It is an amazingly great thing to see.
since the campaign began. One of the things, I try to tell people, particularly those who don't understand it, that one of the things that you cannot separate Donald Trump person from Donald Trump from his wife.
In fact, Rush is right. We do need to speak more specifically about intelligence. Look at the old chess champion Bobby Fischer, the late Bobby Fischer. The guy was brilliant, maybe one of the greatest chess players in history. And away from the chessboard, he was a fool. Stephen Hawking, great scientist. He needs to shut up about climate change and politics. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tom Phillips, founder of the Green Earth.
How many times have you gone into a health food store and are confused as to the many different brands and prices of the same herbal supplements? You want to buy the cheapest, but you're afraid that quality is less, so you buy the most expensive. Truth is, the cheapest may be better. Green Earth herbal supplements are all manufactured in our Wheat Ridge, Colorado plant at 4565 Kipling Street using the highest quality herbs that we source from all over the world. Our 150 different herbal supplements are the most potent and safest in America. Our guarantee is your money back, no time limit, just return the bottle empty or full, no questions asked. So when you come to our new location, look for our new name, New Genesis Health, or call us at 888-765-HERB. That's 888-765-4372.
Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirit, whether they are of God, because many false prophets have gone into the world. By this you will know the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesses that Yeshua, Jesus, has come in the flesh is of God, and every spirit that does not confess that Yeshua, Jesus, has come in the flesh is not of God. And this is the spirit of the Antichrist, which you have already heard was coming and is now already in the world. John 4:1.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the consent of the governed. This is the America's News Network.
Chaplain Collins LLC salutes our emergency first responders for their professionalism, commitment, and bravery. They're willing to put their lives on the line for us with little or no thanks. So let's all take the time to thank our first responders for all they do for us. Also thanking our veterans for the sacrifice they made for our freedom. This message is from Chaplain Collins LLC, the two locations in Denver and Fort Collins, serving the community for over 13 years. Visit them online at chapelcollins.com.
If catastrophe struck, would your family be prepared? Are you confident you wouldn't react in a panic? Is there one place to get all of your emergency supplies? Ferris Survival encourages you to have confidence through preparation, not panic through crisis. Ferris Survival, located at 3366 South Broadway, is a professional, reputable, full-service business providing quality, realistic preparedness supplies at an affordable price. Go online, stop by, or call 303-781-0343. Ferris Survival.
All right, guys, welcome back to Riell Truth. Now, here are some ideas that we might be able to put in place. Here's Bill Whittle. You know him well. He's a commentator. He does a podcast, what have you. Conservative guy, very bright guy. He says a flat tax would be the end of the political left. I find that fascinating. And here's his argument. Here's Bill Whittle.
And the same thing is a great little book called Utter Rabbit.
That's because, just as Bill Whittle says, the government has a gun to our heads, metaphorically, usually. Usually it's metaphorical. And they use that gun and they use that leverage to bamboozle people into doing what the government wants. And they're taking half or more of our money. And I think I may just listen to the second part of this video when we come back, because I want to hear more about how the flat tax would get rid of the left. Because if it would, oh man, I got to believe it would be well worth it. We'll take a break and we'll be back with more Real Truth.
People of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. He was in the world that he threw him, and the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. But as many as received him, to them he gave the right to become children of God, to those who believe in his name, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. The Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 10 through 13. The American Freedom Network is not funded or supported by special interest groups or government programs. The American Freedom Network is not sponsored by advertisers demanding content or programming control. The American Freedom Network is solely funded by you, the listener. Please help keep the American Freedom Network on the air by purchasing one of our sponsored fine products or by calling 1-800-205-6245 to make a donation. The American Freedom Network needs your help. American Window Tinting Incorporated in Franktown reminds parents, keep an eye on your child while shopping. Children tend to stray or become lost. This poses an opportunity for a would-be abductor. Please make every keep track of your movements at all times. If you have information regarding a lost child, call local authorities at once. This message is from American Window Tinting Incorporated in Franktown. For residential or commercial window tinting, call 303-263-4228.
All right, guys, we're back. I decided not to go back to Bill Whittle, but you can go to my Facebook page, Riell Truth Radio. You will find the video there, Bill Whittle, Why a Flat Tax Would Be the End of Leftism. Watch it, and then on Monday, after you've watched it, give me a call back and let me know what you think. I want to throw it back now, once again, to my buddy Pat Condell, talking about the dumbing down of university life. And man, if you think liberals are scary people now, wait a generation until they're our ages. Go.
Well, there's a reading this morning that free speech is now a thing of the past in 90% of British universities because the current generation of students, generation Z, as it's become known, is so intellectually fragile that many of them can't hear an opposing argument without dissolving in their unorganized feelings, and they need to take refuge in what they call safe spaces, places they say are designed to promote inclusiveness and unity. Specifically anyone with a
My friends, I've heard of Bolshevik studies before, especially in Europe. Bolsheviks, in case you don't know, were the people in Russia who were involved with the revolution. They opposed the Tsar. That's what Bolshevik is. That's what he's referring to.
Morons are actually in the universities, dragging everyone down to their level. We need to do something about this safe space nonsense, because the fertility of our culture depends on universities germinating ideas, not exterminating them. And this generation of self-absorbed crybabies has no right to come along and salt the earth for everyone.
He's absolutely right. I'm going to stop it there because I want to get some news in. But he's right. They got the same problem in Europe that we have here. Liberal nitwits teaching our kids and turning them into a whole new generation of liberal nitwits. Item. From the Wall Street Journal, economists surveyed by the Wall Street Journal say President Donald Trump has had generally positive effects on U.S. economic growth, hiring, and the performance of the stock market during his first year in office. The professional forecasters also predicted 2008 would see solid growth and a continued decline in the jobless rate. One factor, the tax cut signed into law by Mr. Trump in December, which most economists say will boost the economy for several years at least. More broadly, most forecasters surveyed by the Journal suggest Trump's election deserves at least some credit for the economy's recent strength. Unquote. My friends, when you get the leftist media saying that Donald Trump deserves at least some credit, you can be pretty confident that Donald Trump deserves almost all the credit. Item from the Daily Mail. Singer Seal has lashed out at Oprah Winfrey following her inspirational Golden Globe speech, claiming she knew about the rumors surrounding Harvey Weinstein but did nothing. My friends, you go to Google Images and search for Harvey Weinstein, Oprah Winfrey, you will find a ton of photographs of them together, Oprah smiling as nice as can be. And she knew what Weinstein was doing to other women. But because Oprah Winfrey has already got hers, she's made it, she's not going to risk any of that for some nobody just because they're a human being, just because they're a female, just because they're being harassed or molested or even raped. Thanks, Oprah. Thanks for nothing. We'll be back and we'll wrap things up here on Riell Truth.
Article 4. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. and no warrant shall be issued but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the places to be searched and the person or thing to be seized.
So the Lord leaves the counsel of the nations to nothing. He makes the plans of the people of no effect. The counsel of the Lord stands forever, the plans of his heart to all generations. Blessed is the nation, whose God is the Lord. The people he has chosen as his own inheritance. Psalm 33, verses 10 through 12.
Chaplain Collinsville Peace Police are emergency first responders for their professionalism, commitment, and bravery. They're willing to put their lives on the line for us with little or no thanks. So let's all take the time to thank our first responders for all they do for us. Also thanking our veterans for the sacrifice they made for our freedom. This message is from Chaplain Collins, LLC, the two locations in Denver and Fort Collins, serving the community for over 13 years. Visit them online at chapelcollins.com.
Piccolo's restaurant in Denver reminds us that over 750,000 children were reported missing last year. Over 58,000 of these were abducted by non-family members. Keep an eye out for youngsters at play, and if you see anything suspicious, contact the authorities immediately. This message from Piccolo's restaurant in Denver. It's not only the best Italian and Mexican cooking, it's the people who care. Give them a call at 303-757-5166. 303-757-5166.
Welcome back to Riell Truth. Let's bring it home. Item from ProjectVeritas.com. A Project Veritas undercover investigation has revealed a senior network security engineer at Twitter stating that his company is, quote, more than happy to turn over the private communications and deleted tweets of President Donald Trump to the Department of Justice. If true, it is yet unknown whether Twitter is voluntarily disclosing the sensitive information or acting under a court order. Twitter is currently in the midst of defending itself from left-leaning criticism that President Trump hasn't been removed from the enormous media platform for violations of Twitter's terms of service. According to his LinkedIn profile, Clay Haynes has been employed by Twitter since September 2016. On January 3, 2018, he met with a Project Veritas undercover journalist at Stuckey's Club Moderne in San Francisco. Using a hidden video camera, the Veritas UCJ undercover journalist captures Haynes stating, quote, we're more than happy to help the DOJ with their little investigation, unquote, of Donald Trump. When prompted by the UCJ, Mr. Haynes provides additional details, quote, basically giving them every single tweet he's ever posted, even the ones he's deleted, any direct messages, any mentions, unquote. My friends, that is the deep state. That is the swamp. That is your sworn enemy. And the only one who's doing any credible job of fighting them, and in fact he's winning, is Donald Trump. Item from metro.co.uk. In George Orwell's 1984, the oppressive rulers of Oceania used devices called telescreens to closely monitor and repress citizens. Now Facebook looks set to follow in the party's footsteps by putting its own firm's microphones and cameras into people's homes. The social network is planning to release its first ever piece of consumer hardware that will be called Portal and cost a whopping $499, a website called Cheddar has claimed. The device will feature a 15-inch screen, wide-angle camera with facial recognition and microphones to allow voice control. It's expected to use facial recognition to allow people to log in onto their accounts without having to type in passwords and will be dedicated to video chat. The gadget has been designed by a shadowy Facebook department called Building 8 that's also working on mind-reading technology. Item from Bloomberg. California Governor Jerry Brown said legal rulings may clear the way for making cuts to public pension benefits, which would go against long-standing assumptions and potentially provide financial relief to the state and its local governments. Unquote. My friends, Governor Moonbeam may be cutting the pensions of people, but he's not going to be cutting the pensions of the spotted owl because they're a protected species. Item from Breitbart. Actor James Woods took to Twitter on Tuesday to issue a stern warning to President Donald Trump. Cave to the Democrats on the immigration issue, and you will become a one-term president. My friends, have faith. I do not believe that Donald Trump is going to cave to the Democrats. I believe his intention is to do what he has been doing, to fulfill all of his campaign promises. One of them, the big one, the central one, is to build the wall. The other one is to secure our southern border together with the wall. He will do those things. Don't believe what you're hearing in the media. Certainly don't believe Democrat politicians. Don't believe liberal nitwits out there. Donald Trump is a once-in-a-generation leader, and he's doing the right thing for us. I'll be back on Monday. More Real Truth. You know how it goes, my friends. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay angry.